Big Yacker here. Today we're going to be going over how to switch out your stock cord that comes with the Vibe Seaghost 13 for the rudder system right here. I'm going to be going over how to switch that out with some metal 80-pound leader material. You can get this stuff right here from, Dick's Sporting Goods, Academy, Sports Authority, if those are still around. But this is just the Berkeley steel-on nylon coated wire. It doesn't rust. It's nylon coated, so it's not going to go out there and corrode. The first couple times you use it, put this on there, it's going to last. You want to make sure that you get strong enough leader material to where it's not going to break. 80 pound is plenty. This is a very cheap project. With these right here you get 30 foot of this, so it's going to be plenty to do 2 kayaks, 3 kayaks if you wanted to. So go ahead and go get you some Berkeley steel-on nylon coated wire leader material, and let me show you how this works. Alright guys, so these are the materials that you guys are going to need. You got the Berkeley 80 pound, the stylon or steel-on nylon coated wire. You're going to need some crimps, some connector sleeves, crimps, same thing. Then you're going to need a pair of good crimping pliers. These are like, I think, Calcutta pliers that I've had for a while. They're stainless steel, they don't rust, corrode, all that stuff. But I picked these up for like $19. You can go ahead and, a lot of people that have the fishing style pliers, Berkeley makes a couple, Mustad, whatnot. You can go ahead and use those. I think they do have a plier slot or a crimping slot on there. Alright guys, I have removed the stock cord from the rudder system, and now I have this, which would be the stock cord. Yes, in my case it is wire leader. Reason being, I've already done this project. The reason why I have wire on here right now and I'm taking it off to replace it with this is this stuff is really thick, and it's only 100 pound. It is stainless steel, but it has no nylon coating on top of it, and I'd prefer that nylon coating. Plus this stuff right here, whenever you're actually using the rudder inside your kayak, it tends to make a lot of noise whenever it slaps up against the inside of the hull. I believe because it is a lot heavier, it's a much thicker diameter wire. You can slap that up the side against the kayak and you can't even hear it. With this right here, if I pull on it, as you guys can hear, it's pretty loud. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start. Take a thing of tape, and you need some really good high quality sticky tape, and you want to go ahead and tape one end of your wire leader and one end of your stock cord. You need to go ahead and tape those together, and this is what's going to allow you to run the new wire leader through to the other end where your actual your rudder controls are. This is actually what's going to allow you to run it through the kayak. Make sure that fits, which it does. Get it nice and tight, nice and snug, so it fits right through there. And now you're going to want to go ahead and go to the front of the kayak, and you're wanting to pull very slowly, I might add. You're wanting to pull the stock cord through with this taped to the other end, and it pulls this all the way to the front of the kayak. There's no need to sit there and play pin the tail on the donkey. It's right there. It's easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling from the other end. Alright guys, so now we have our cable on the other end. Simply go ahead and pull that out, secure it. Alright guys, so now we have the wire leader ran from the back of the kayak to the front of the kayak. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put back on our tubing. That way we don't mess up the hull of the kayak. We're going to go take one of those crimping sleeves. We're going to go ahead and put that on there. Once the crimping sleeve's on there, you want to run the wire leader through the foot pegs of the kayak. Alright. And then with that loop, you want to go ahead and put that wire back through that sleeve before you crimp it down. Alright, and then you want this loop to be as tight as possible. That way you're not cutting your leg or any of that jazz. So go ahead and put down the crimp. And you're done with up front. Alright guys, I'm going to touch on one subject before we go further towards the back of the kayak. And I'm touching up on this because, you know, if you go ahead and you just slap on, you tie, you know, both the wire ends from the foot pegs to the rudder, it's a good chance that your foot pegs up front, or these the bars on the front, are going to be uneven. The best way to get away with that is there's little squares on the inside of this ridge that actually allow this to slide back and forth and lock. What you want to go ahead and do is you want to go ahead and get you a Phillips or flathead. Take the last square. I'll place the flathead or Phillips head screwdriver in the square, and I'll push it all the way towards the back of the kayak, and it locks in up against this and this. It will not allow it to move at all whenever I'm trying to tighten this wire right here to the back rudder of the kayak. Alright guys, so what I'm doing now is I'm installing the wire leader on the back end of the kayak. And while you're doing this, you want to make sure that the rudder is in the locked position in the center slot of the kayak, or the little rudder holder. Alright, and again, just like the front of the kayak, on the front, you want this to be as tight as possible to eliminate as much sound and slapping on the inside of the hull as possible. Alright. Alright. I'm pretty sure we got it as tight as we're going to get it. I'm going to go ahead and crimp it down real quick. Hopefully you guys can see everything. I'm doing it from kind of a weird angle. Alright. But I'll go ahead and crimp that. Take off the loose end. And you're done with one side. Now, just do the other side. Alright, you guys, thank you for watching. If you like the video, make sure to drop a like, comment, let me know what you think of the project, any way you guys you know, would mod it differently. Make sure you leave a subscribe if you want to go ahead and get future updates on videos that are coming out. Look me up on Facebook at Big Yacker TV, and until next time, bye-bye.